Two doctors carrying a large box, sit in front of you and open it. I want to go home. Wait, hello, I don't want to go home anymore. Hi. Hello, and welcome to the demo of Cyber Paranoia. This is a psychological thriller dating sim in which you are locked in a facility after doctors claim that you are sick and they give you an android companion to supposedly help you with your treatment. As you progress in your treatment, you and the android inevitably grow closer, and you realize the way that you treat him will determine the exact outcome of your future. Will you be sweet and kind and affectionate to the android? Or will you be crueler and more callous and inflict pain upon the thing that is supposed to help you? There are a lot of choices for you to make in this game, so hopefully you make the best ones. Let's get started. The light is dim. The AC has been running too long, and the room has a smell that makes you not want to breathe. And the curtains are pulled tight, and not a bit of light coming through. You don't know how long it's been. Time is just numbers, wakefulness and unconsciousness tangled together. But the text box is a window and the screen is the sun. Line after line flickers into view, appearing one by one. Your emotions are pulled along. I'm in such a terrible mood today. I knew you'd understand. The number of confirmed cases is rising rapidly. Experts once again warn that excessive obsession will what? The pop-up page starts playing out loud. It's so noisy. We interviewed an authoritative doctor in this field. Now please let the doctor explain it to everyone. It has already caused a worldwide mental infection. After infection, people fall into delusions and escape reality. Severe cases show extreme aggression towards themselves and others. We urge you to step outside, embrace reality, and get to know more people in real life. Basically diagnosis is touch grass. Disgusting. I want to punch that disgusting face. I fight the urge to smash the screen. You try to close the page, but no matter what you do, it won't close. For infected patients, hospital treatment has an effective course of treatment. In our dedicated treatment facility, patients can receive the best care and try the most advanced treatment methods. Patients will cooperate with treatment to strive for an early discharge. Right, wouldn't you say? In our dedicated treatment facility, patients can receive the best care and try the most advanced treatment methods. The patient is suspected to be a severe case. Watch for aggression. Confirmed. Begin. Who are you? How'd you get in? Wait, let go of me. A sharp electric current shoots through your body and you collapse to the floor. Patient identity confirmed, successfully restrained. Hang on a second, I feel like there's some sort of conspiracy here, because I don't seem to have been infected in the first place. Begin containment. I have been admitted. Oh, great. Treatment is required in order to return to normal, but I am normal. Cooperating with treatment greatly improves its effectiveness. Some sounds worm their way into your ears. You wake up. Harsh light filters through your eyelid, stinging your retinas. What happened? A throbbing pain pulses in your face. Your body feels like it isn't yours, and your muscles feel nailed to the bed. Even with all your strength, you can only wiggle a finger. You can't remember anything except the scene before you blacked out. A severe case. Admitted. Pain spikes in your brain. You want to cry for help, but your throat is dry, as if you swallow fire. Instincts start returning to your body and you try moving your arms again. I'm tied up? Damn, at least buy me dinner first. You can't even turn your head. All you can see is a light on the ceiling and the IV bag hanging beside you. You must undergo treatment to return to normal. Cooperating with treatment greatly improves its effectiveness. There seems to be a TV nearby, looping something over and over. You hear a door open, and a set of footsteps approach. White uniforms and black goggles. It's the people who attacked you, or should you call them doctors? They move you, your bed. The world seems to spin. You feel so dizzy you might throw up. Who are you? You try to speak, but your lips are stuck together. The pull of the muscle sends a sharp pain through them. You feel yourself trembling. You don't know what they've done to you. You can't even remember anything besides the attack. Hang on. You can't just go around taking normally healthy people. You don't know how long it's been. You only see a doorway pass by. You don't even have the strength to sit up. And you can't raise your arms either. There's an indescribable, unsettling sense of familiarity. As if possessed, a sentence pops into your head. This time, what method will they use to treat me? And the back of your bed is raised and your view finally opens up a little. You don't have an ounce of strength. They must have injected you with something. Two doctors carrying a large box sit in front of you and open it. I want to go home. Wait, hello, I don't want to go home anymore. Hi. Inside the box is a person. I'm your attending physician. Next, I'll explain the treatment. Listen carefully. As you can see, this is our hospital's latest treatment plan, a bionic robot. A new therapeutic device developed exclusively by our hospital used for targeted treatment of mental infection. It's actually a robot. Even though it's a beautiful being. Even though it's such a beautiful being, you still can hardly imagine it's a therapeutic device. As long as you follow medical instructions and use the robot properly, your illness will recover quickly. You're not listening to him, you're just staring at your therapeutic device. He's completely out of place among everything here. His pink hair looks extremely soft and smooth. Reach out to touch. This person that you can still use still has his eyes closed. You start guessing the color of his eyes, anticipating the first look that he'll give you. You can't help but reach out your hand. A piercing ringing hits your ears. The doctor's voice grows distant, and you hear the thudding of your own heartbeat. Like blue water, finally able to pour into a heart within a white prison cell. A pure blue, clear and devoid of any emotion. Should you do something? What should you do? Does he belong to you? Is he your device? Hey, she's spacing out again. Shh, keep it down. This is a severe case. It was not severe. All I was at home browsing the internet, and you guys took me. And don't move around without the doctor's permission. Your wrist is seized hard. The pain makes you jerk your hand back and glare at the doctor. Don't get distracted. What I'm telling you is very important for your treatment. Your gaze is interrupted. Before treatment begins, the patient may not have had contact with the robot. The doctor steps in front of you, cutting off your line of sight to the robot. You stare at him. This latest bionic robot can realistically simulate human senses, and its personality can also be customized at will. Which is to say, during the treatment, it can perfectly accommodate and satisfy any of your needs. Oh, well, the doctor steps in front of you. The patient must sign a voluntary treatment agreement before the hospital can start this treatment program. Voluntary? What's the point of any sort of voluntary agreement when you guys snatch me from my home? The treatment is very simple. We will provide the full guidance throughout. Once you're cured, you'll be discharged smoothly if the patient cooperates with the treatment. The consequences of non-cooperation are the patient's to bear. He seems to be threatening you, and you feel a chill. You're still deeply confused by the situation. You're a severe case. What illness is it exactly? What exactly does the treatment involve? Why does it require a robot? Your instincts tell you they have another agenda. The doctor is definitely hiding something. But you can't remember anything. You look at the doctor. He's very tall. His threat is effective. You don't want to accept treatment. You remember clearly that you were captured by them, and you also realize you don't seem to have the right to refuse. You lower your head. 2 terrible options, and you have to choose. We'll give the patient one night to think it over carefully. Before you can even react, the other 2 doctors step forward and drive a needle into your arm, the pain of your skin being pierced in that figure. Your consciousness sinks into silence. You're lying on the floor. There's not even a bed. Pure white walls surround you. Your clothes are thin and the floor is cold. It's like your body has melted into the floor. Your bones aching from the pressure. There's still a needle and a tube hanging from the back of your hand. The drug-stimulated vein throbs with pain. All you can hear is the groaning in your chest, and the imagined drip of liquid falling into the IV line. There's a camera in the corner. How many pairs of eyes are watching you from behind that camera? Were you unconscious when you woke up right now? Disgusting. The room slowly shrinks, walls pressing into you. The white keeps expanding. I like how it says, just say yes. Your heartbeat gets faster and a rustling fills your ears. You desperately want to grab onto something. There's nothing around and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, only breathe, gulping air over and over. It's so cold. But your throat feels like it's on fire. White. Nothing but white. A dead, lifeless white. Panic and anxiety like ants gnawing at you. You scrape the floor viciously with your fingernails, clawing at your arms. Pain can ease anything. So bright. Tears stream down from the corners of your eyes. How much longer do I have to stay? I'm suffocating. Aren't I breathing as hard as I can? How much longer? I wonder how long this goes for. Do I have to stay in this place? And that was the end of it. I'll join. Let me out. I'm begging you, let me out. You can't hold on anymore. Treatment compliance. Yeah, because I was locked in a bright room. Your voice is nearly shredded from screaming. Someone immediately pushes the door open and walks in. They blindfold you. You hear footsteps again. They lift you onto a cart and like before, take you to another. You open your eyes. You've been placed in a chair and there's a table in front of you and your hands are cuffed to it. There's a small electronic display on the table. Please sign the voluntary agreement. The treatment process is very relaxed and pleasant, so long as you cooperate. Once you sign the agreement, we can begin. Please write down your name. The electronic screen lights up. There's only one place for you to enter your name. Yinny. Alright, Yinny, let's officially begin. During treatment, the patient has ownership of the bionic robot. Within the permitted scope, you may do anything. Naming the robot can strengthen the emotional bond between it and the patient. Please name the robot. Are you still not awake from anesthesia? Why do you find everything this doctor says so hard to understand? Your already aching head hurts even more. Give the robot a name. Oh no, I don't know what to call it. What do I call it? I wasn't ready for this part. This might actually be the most difficult part. Winter it is. You can click the personal attributes screen to view your stats. Your choices are free, just like your understanding and judgment of the world. Anything. Your heartbeat quickens. Your palms grow slightly warm. You silently repeat the name you just give him. Alright, your bionic robot will be called Winter. Accordingly, what would you like the robot to call you? You can just call me Yinny. Alright, Winter will remember. You can also change it later on the edit info page. Okay. The other doctors take the robot away. Now only you and the attending doctor remain in the room. This program is a free clinical trial. Patients must provide data for the study as required. You can use them to treat your condition. After 20 days, your treatment process will be evaluated, but I don't have a condition. And if all goes well, you can leave. The hospital will do its best to ensure the patient's safety. However, the hospital assumes no responsibility for any consequences caused by the actions outside. Therefore, in addition to the voluntary treatment agreement just now, the patient must also sign a waiver of liability. The lights seem a little dimmer than before. You swallow. The doctor hands you another document. Is it the lighting? The words seem to be wriggling again. You can't focus enough to read. Your breathing starts to quicken again. The robot's face from just now appears in your mind, and your thoughts scare you. In your haze, you picture his face a few more times. Stop thinking about it. You sit silently in this confined room and don't respond to the doctor for a long time. Your head is swimming. In the dim light, the words seem to be wriggling again. You can't focus enough to keep reading. This game is a fictional story set in an invented world. Any character's illnesses, organizations, and events involved bear no correspondence to or implication of reality. The game contains harmful depictions of violence, negative mental states, self-harm behavior, and other content that may cause discomfort. This work is purely fictional for entertainment experience and does not constitute medical advice. If you feel unwell while playing, please stop immediately. Entering the hospital indicates that you agree and have understood the above notice. Agree. There is no other choice. You have to sign this document. You notice the Guardian field has already been signed. It's a name you have absolutely no memory of. What the heck? Very good. The doctor glances at your signature and nods. He moves closer and supports the back of your neck. Welcome to the hospital, Edie. You realize what he's about to do. He takes out a syringe. You have no right to refuse. A sharp pain stabs your neck and your consciousness gradually fades. How did you go home? It's still that blinding light. You open your eyes, another unfamiliar hospital room. This room makes you feel as sick as the smell of disinfectant. Strange-looking rings have been fastened around your wrists, ankles, and neck. The wristband's vibrations make you nauseous. Call from the doctor. Hello, Yiddy. I'm your attending physician. You're currently in your hospital room. You have officially entered the treatment's isolation process. Throughout the treatment, you'll be kept in isolation from the robot. From now on, we'll contact you through this channel. Reply received. We're monitoring you at all times. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Ask some more info. Well, I want to talk to my robot. Your head throbs and your legs feel weak as you walk. Outside is a spacious corridor, the walls gleaming with a metallic sheen. You follow the corridor into a hall, instinctively waiting for instructions in the ring. A pink humanoid figure suddenly appears in front of you. Hello! Yinny. Good morning, Yinny. I am Winter. The sun voice startles you, and you trip and fall to the floor. Yinny, are you okay? He immediately bends down, trying to pull you up. His tone is stiff. You lift your head and meet his face. Since losing your memory, this is the first time you face someone at such a close range. A man. The moment he grips your hand and tries to pull you up, those feelings that once made you suffer and seethe surge into your mind along with the motion. Don't touch me! You knock his hand away and stand up on your own. He gives no response, withdrawing his hand and returning to the default standing pose. You return to the tense standoff of meeting the robot's gaze. The robot's calm only makes you feel more awkward. You scan his body and start to relax. As for what you just did, thank him. I'm gonna be nice. He was only trying to help you out, but your reaction might have seemed a little unfriendly. Just now. Thank you. It's what I should do, Yiddy. He replies quickly and calmly, then falls silent again. Avoiding his gaze a little, you still look towards his face. The robot shows no reaction to your stare. After checking again and again, you relax, bit by bit. You begin to examine him with ease. He is very pretty. So the robot even has a tear mole. There are also lots of piercings on his face, their purpose unknown. Are they some kind of tech component? Who knows if there are some on his body too? Why are we looking down there? Why do we ask about piercings on the body and look down there? Just then your wristband vibrates and plays a notification tone. It's like the doctor can see you. They must be using surveillance. Understood. Yinny, what does the doctor mean by touch? Every day during morning and noon, the robot will wait in the lobby for the patient's next action. The patient can freely interact with the robot. Please click on the robot's parts. You can touch the head, torso, and question mark. Oh, yay. Oh, joy. Understood. Yinny, you can touch my head. Boop. You can touch here too. But why is the camera zooming down here? Maybe let's not touch there. Maybe not right now. We just met. So, do you want to give it a try? Fine. Pat him on the noggin. Boop. Are you touching my head? Yes. So they really can read people. Thinking that you regret not going just a little further now. A ringing sound. The doctor reappears again. Now we'll begin the next phase of your treatment. First, move to the treatment room, the first room on your right. Yinny, let's go to the treatment room. The doctor is waiting for us. You decide. Follow the instructions or ignore the doctor. Alright, we're gonna be nice this time. Follow the instructions. For now, you don't want to risk the consequences of disobeying orders. So you head into the treatment room on the right. Behind you, the robot follows almost silently. The treatment room feels different from before. Worse than the ward, there isn't a single light source in the whole room. Only multicolored light strips covering the walls. Wow, RGB. Man, shut up, Yiddy. The occasional streaks of light let you make out a path. The robot follows behind you. When you stop, he moves to stand opposite of you. A direct overhead light switch switches on, shining down on him. Please begin. The robot stands under the light, staring blankly straight ahead. You notice he only blinks once every 10 seconds. Probably pre-programmed. He looks a bit stiff. Your eyes gradually adjust to the light. On the table in front of you are some strange props, and on the shelves to either side are objects you can't identify. He's just a robot, but you can't help looking at him over and over with a strange gaze. And you feel something strange changing inside you. Next, I'll guide today's treatment. Can you go away? Why are you watching us? Get out of the cock chair. For the first treatment, let's start with the simplest one. Patient, because you are ill, your mental state is unstable. I am not. After using the robot treatment, you will recover mental strength. This is our clinic's latest robot therapy. You can choose any unlocked project. So you're going to use me to treat Yinny. I'll stand here obediently for Yinny. What do we do next, doctor? A display screen appears in front of you, filled with all kinds of strange options. On the monitoring interface, various values keep fluctuating. You can freely choose the treatment style this time. As your doctor, I recommend starting with gentler projects. Okay, gentle it is. Put on gloves. Direct physical contact is forbidden during treatment. Now you may stroke the robot's head. Which one? At its head? Treatment? Whatever, you just want to finish the task as soon as possible. And punishment you might face makes you obey quietly. You gently pat his head. Through the gloves, you touch the robot's head. You expect it to feel hard steel wire, but it's actually very soft, almost like human hair. You want to touch your own hair to compare, but all you feel are layers of gauze wrapped around your head. Oh god, the stat razor component is going to scare me. The robot looks at you in confusion, seemingly unable to understand what this action means. Did you see that fluctuation in the numbers just now? Your action is complete. You've consumed stamina, recovered mentality. Simultaneously, the robot has undergone changes in both mentality and body. Different activities provide different mentality recovery values, and stamina consumed also differs. Treatment progress represents the current treatment with the robot. As the treatment progress value increases, the treatment compatibility performance will also change. As you and the robot become better synchronized, these treatment activities will become more effective as well. How do you feel right now? I feel nothing. Maybe you just aren't used to the style. That's okay. We provide many other options. Patients may use whichever treatment plan they prefer. After repeated treatments, upgrading attributes will unlock more treatment options. The robot still has some stamina and mentality remaining. Treatment ends when they are depleted. Next is free activity time. On both the left and right sides, you can use the 1 to 6 number keys to quickly open menu branches. Try. Aw, I feel a bit mean, but okay. Put on gloves. Now you may strike the robot's face. I don't want to do that. Slap it. You think the doctor's putting on an act, but now you're even more interested in this so-called treatment. Clap. You punish this non-living thing with humanity's most primitive form of violence. A sharp smack echoes throughout the sealed room. I'm so sorry. Red mark is left on Winter's skin. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. You slap the robot across the face, neither too gently nor too hard. You thought the impact would jar your hand. After all, he is a robot. But in reality, it feels no different from hitting a real person. The vivid sensation of slapping someone instantly takes over your whole body. Maybe his body is no different from a human's when you use it. The machine shows a terrified, stunned expression. His pupils contract. I'm so sorry. Patient, how do you feel right now? I feel nothing. Well, I don't know. Let's be nice. What is modification? I don't think that's unlocked yet, though. Contact. Pat head. Aww. You pat his head. My head was touched. Well, I hope he feels better. Winter seems confused by this almost gentle treatment. I don't understand. Communication? Let's feed. You hand him a meal. Winter slowly swallows the food you offer. This is just routine care. You forcefully stuff the food into Winter's mouth. Wait, hang on, I didn't want to do that. Winter can't swallow. He stares at you blankly with his mouth half open. What is this? I just wanted to give him a snack. You're exhausted, so we have to end this treatment. Winter doesn't respond. The data results. Well, humanity's gone up, which is nice. You leave the room. Day 1, noon. You've only been in the ward for a little while, and an inexplicable anxiety creeps over you. You have no memories, no freedom. Forced to do things you don't want to do and made to admit you're sick. You try and distract yourself by looking in the mirror. That creature in the mirror that's practically wrapped up like a mummy. Is that you? The robot looks more human than you do in the mirror. After a single glance, you quickly look away. It feels like vomit is about to seep out through your pores. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Your heart pounds heavily in your chest as if it wants to break free of this body. Nauseating. Yinny, can I come in? No! The doctor asked me to come find you. What is it this time? You don't want to respond. I'm coming in, Yinny. Well, hello again. The doctor asked me to remind Yinny to go to treatment. The robot walks in wearing the same expression, as if he's already forgotten what happened this morning. Yinny doesn't look well. Are you feeling unwell? Do you need me to call a doctor? No. Why are you the one reminding me? Where's the doctor? The doctor said that from now on, aside from necessary examinations and treatment, they won't be appearing again. As Yinny's medical robot, I need to meet with Yinny more often, so Yinny's treatment can go more smoothly. Oh dear. All of my settings exist to serve Yinny. The robot answers quickly, like the line is carved into his program, flowing out without a hitch. More contact with the robot. I'll give it a try. The robot, the hospital prepared, is really useful and very obedient. No matter what you do to him, he won't complain. Thinking about what you did with the robot this morning makes your heart beat a little faster, even if it is a robot. Whatever the hospital's true purpose is, having someone you can treat however you want is a good thing for you. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna treat him nicely. Good afternoon, patient. I trust you've rested. Now we'll proceed to the next stage. Between each time segment, the patient may take a brief rest, recover some stamina, but due to the condition, your mental state decreases. Each day, the hospital is divided into morning, noon, and evening. Of course, after the evening routine is completed, the patient can take free actions. At the end of each time period, there is a fixed adjustment phase. The patient's stamina and the robot's stamina and mentality will recover, but the patient's mentality will decrease. If mentality is 0, this treatment experiment will fail. Please pay attention. No wonder Yinny looks so pained just now. Are you feeling okay? Break time is over. Patient, please return to the lobby quickly. You need me to support you, Yinny. The patient can view detail stats in the lobby. The doctor just gives you orders through the wristband, and you have no choice but to follow them. Can the doctor go away and leave us alone? It just shows that during these few hours of rest, the mental points you gain through treatments have already been used up. You have to keep undergoing treatment. According to the hospital, it's the only way you can be cured and discharged. Yinny, what should we do next? I'll await your instructions. Good afternoon, Yinny. How strange. It followed you out too, still reciting the scripted lines. Its face was programmed to produce a perfectly timed smile. The corners of its mouth were lifted at exactly 30 degrees. Its mechanical voice carried not a trace of human warmth. Your head hurt and you had no idea how to deal with the robot. The robot prepared by the hospital really is beautiful. The things you did with the robot this morning, even if it's a machine, even if it's a lump of iron. The doctor said you're sick. You never believed it before, but being tested against this thing, even you started to doubt yourself. Yinny, what should we do next? I'm waiting for your instructions. Are you feeling unwell? Do you need me to call the doctor? The robot probably doesn't understand. It just keeps greeting you according to its program routine. The robot's idiotic vibe only makes you feel more awkward. What an annoying machine. Yinny, the doctor says that you've now completed part of the admission process. So what? You really don't want to talk to this freaky robot right now, even if it's wearing clothes. But now, the doctor says Yinny can go collect a reward. What reward? Right now, you just want to get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, I want to go home. Fine, I'll open the doctor's terminal, perform a treatment. Okay, so we get rewards when we complete these. So I'll submit this, and I should get a small pill. I'm not taking that pill. What's it for? When necessary, you can use the pill to restore mentality. I don't trust that pill. While hospitalized, you can use it anytime from the item screen. You take a look at the pill. It looks no different to the ones you've taken before. You slowly put it into your mouth. There's a faint sweetness. The moment the pill slides down your throat, you feel like your mind steadied a little. Your breathing gradually steadies, but your fingertips are still a little numb. A sudden wave of dizziness hits you. You sway a few times before you manage to steady yourself. And do you need me to support you? You don't look up, just forcing yourself to keep your balance. The pill may have some side effects. Oh, now you tell me. After I take it? It's best not to use too much in a single day. Overuse may cause irreversible damage to the human body. And taking the hospital's medication at will is far too dangerous, but aside from following the doctor's orders, you seem to have no choice. Maybe the consequences of refusing is another electric shock. There'll be other useful items. Please do your best to complete doctor's orders, and we'll give you better treatment to patients who cooperate. Why is there a camera? Well, I will give him a pat. Why are you poking me? Sorry. I'm at your service at any time. Why are you poking me? I'm at your service at any time. Is this how humans say hello? We should hurry and get treatment. Alright, fine. As soon as you enter the room, you feel your body temperature drop. Well, time to decide. I want affection. So the patient likes this style. You feel as though the doctor has mocked you. If you want to experience more affection projects, you need to upgrade the human stat first. During treatment, please use gentle and communicative methods more often to upgrade the human attribute. Through friendly communication with the robot, the patient's inner world will be healed. What an excellent treatment progress. That sounds kind of weird. Of course, the currently available treatment programs are limited. This can easily trigger a repetition state. If the robot repeats the same action continuously, both its body and mind will become less sensitive. Though it still consumes general stamina, the treatment effect will be reduced. Okay, so we can't spam like one treatment. At this point, you have to use different treatment programs so the robot can't predict it. Alright? This is pretty complicated, isn't it? Are we starting now? We sure are. Your behavior is so strange. I'll do my best to cooperate. Next, you can arrange things however you like. Alright. Let's do contact or pat their noggin. Look how cute. You pat his head. I still can't understand what Yinny means. I don't understand. Where's modification? Slap. I'm not doing that. Command. Standing punishment. I'm also not doing that. Control. Place? No, I don't want to do that. We'll do communication and we'll just feed again. You hand them a meal. They slowly swallow the food you offer. This is routine care. I feel bad when we just stuff the food in. Am I eating? That's a different response this time though. Winter seems confused. Well, we'll pet the noggin again, because this idea is gentle and communicative treatments. Winter seems confused. Well, that's all our stamina. Human is up a little bit. And humanity has another 3, so they are now 6. That should unlock a new option next time. The doctor is going to take us somewhere else next. I'll go get things ready first. What are we doing again? Next we'll move on to the next step. The robot has gone to prepare. Patient, please enter the upgrade screen. This is a dedicated upgrade room for the robot. Oh god. It seems it's tied too tight. Yinny, are you in? Please proceed with the next steps. Alright, I'm ready. The one in front of you, half naked, embedded in the wall, is that the robot from earlier? The robot is firmly fixed to the wall with a row of mechanical components along its spine exposed to the air. These mechanical interfaces fused with flesh have a strong visual impact, and the human-like structure makes you feel a little nauseous. Fortunately, you do not have to face the robot's expression. You stand a little farther away. What is this? The doctor's voice comes through the broadcast. This is the robot's control console. You can observe all of the robot's parameters here. You can also call it Winter. You can upgrade the robot here. After upgrading, the robot will gain more experience during treatment and will treat you better too. The patient may freely allocate points for upgrades and choose a treatment route. However, some attributes have mutually exclusive effects, so it's best to choose one direction for research. For more information, please consult the patient handbook. You may now perform the first upgrade. Click the empty space. Alright. Hover your mouse to see more attribute upgrade information. Okay. We can't upgrade anything just yet, I think. Cost Humanity XP. Infatuation. But yeah, we don't have enough, XP just yet. Wow, there's such a big skill tree. You leave the room. Well, it's nighttime. Is there nighttime treatment? The lobby is empty. You don't see the robot anywhere and look around. You don't see the robot? Don't worry, the treatment is still ongoing. After being stuffed with so much during the day, you can finally have some quiet time alone. You let out a sigh of relief even as your physical exhaustion eases up a little. You really want to slap that doctor's smug face and see if he'd still look so expressionless. Thinking that, you put on the compliant act and follow the instructions to find the maintenance room. You push open the room to find. It's like an observation room. An entire wall of glass separates you from the robot. He sits motionless on some kind of apparatus with his eyes closed. Well, I hope he's okay. You gaze obsessively at the resting robot. His delicate profile, the shadow cast by his lowered eyelashes. He's so perfect he hardly seems real. You can't put how you feel into words. You feel hungry and you want to eat him, and eat him from head to toe. Patient, you quickly step back. I feel like I'm the one getting obsessive here. At night, you may choose to interact with the robot here. Patients in other rooms have reported that surveillance affects their nighttime treatment. To optimize the treatment process and more importantly to respect patients' feelings, the hospital has disabled audio and video monitoring in this room, retaining only basic physiological data monitoring. Even after losing part of your memory, you can still pick up on the doctor's hints. Or maybe it's not like the doctor said, maybe there are still cameras installed here. For today, just tap on the observation window. Alright, you gently tap the glass. The robot inside immediately turns to look at you, showing the standard smile you're familiar with. Well done. I believe the patient will be more and more proficient at using the robot. As the robot's attributes increase, its reactions each night will also change. If the patient enters the room alone, different effects will also be triggered. Considering the treatment has only just begun today, both the patient and robot are tired. Go straight back to your room. Following the instructions, you return to your own hall. For now, it seems like resting right away would be better. But taking one more look at the robot before resting wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, I want to look at the robot. Maintenance room. While you enter the room, Winter's sitting in the charging chair. His back is very straight, both hands nearly resting on his knees. He's supposed to be resting, but he looks as if he's waiting for an inspection. Humanity trigger failed. Ask why he's sitting so straight. You ask why he's sitting so straight. Winter looks down at his hands and adjusts them a little. Is this wrong? I thought this would look more like resting. Human XP +5. Ooh, yay! You knock on the window. Helloyinny, the system has detected no emotional fluctuations. He only glances at you once, his expression completely flat. Alright, let's leave. Well, I mean, do we have to rest? Because now we have enough time to go and upgrade him, because we have more humanity XP now, so let's do this. Oh god. Upgrade successful. Yay! He's now level 1. Thank you for upgrading me. Can I start thinking like a human now? The sense of control over my body is completely different from before. You watch him with your own eyes as those mechanical arms push something into his spine. Although you could not clearly see what they were doing, the fusion of flesh and machinery and the flow of strange liquid made your hair stand on end. Thank you, Yinny, for upgrading me. The machine gives no other response at all. Yinny, do you want to try these new options with me? It might be best to go for treatment now. Sure, we can do that. Oh, we can't yet. I guess we have to rest. Rest will end the day. Alright, fine. And we're on to day 2. The lights in the room switch off one by one, and you walk in, ready to sleep. Stay in room, next door, or wander the lobby. Find the robot. You decide to look for the robot. Chat casually. The robot is charging. A long, thin power cable trailing from its lower back plugs into the wall port. Its eyes are half lit. It's awake, yet also only the bare minimum of consciousness remains. When you approach, it doesn't get up. It only tracks you with its gaze. The power cable sways gently like some fragile tail. All of a sudden, you want to confirm whether it would still obey you if you cut off the supply. Unplug it, keep it connected. I want to keep it connected. It stays obediently where it is, eyes always on you, as if waiting for you to decide when it's allowed to truly move. The steady hum of electricity makes it look more like a perfect tool, more like something you've temporarily allowed to exist intact. Yinny's mind +10, obedience, XP +10, mechanical +5. You lie in your bed, still thinking about what the doctor said tonight. The corner of the ward ceiling, a camera with a blinking red light points at your bed, shifting its angle from time to time. Does the surveillance ever shut off on schedule? In a hospital that puts treatment above all else? Is there really any place that respects patients? Everywhere in the hospital is bright and white. The cleaner it looks, the more it hides the filth. This is your first night in the hospital. You lie in bed on high alert. You try to pretend to be asleep, but you're truly exhausted. You secretly bite your tongue and the inside of your mouth to try and stay awake. The air goes thick and a sweet, cloying aromatherapy scent slips into your nose. The ceiling in front of you starts to double. Your limbs go limp and weak, and yet the sudden change makes your mind clear. When you realize you lost control of your body, you strain to sit up. But no matter how you try and call on your muscles, nothing responds. You slump on the bed, your gaze fixed on the ceiling. You don't know what will happen next, only that something is very wrong. You consider your situation. Is it sleep paralysis? Do ghosts and monsters really exist? You don't believe it. 2 shadows suddenly appear before your eyes. Before you can make out who they are, a harsh light shoots into your eyes. Oh, god damn it! Then comes an intense discomfort as a cold foreign object forcefully pries open your eyelids. You can't close your eyes. Only stare as they pull out a strange instrument and aim them at your pupils. A cold metal object is No! You can't do anything. You can't even scream. Fear is about to swallow your reason, but you still can't do anything. Tears soak the bandages on your face. Tears run down your cheeks and the damp spots itch slightly. Can you escape? Can you escape along with your tears? Your skin stings and a needle pierces in. Oh my god! Why are you being kept here? How did it come to this? Why do you have to suffer this? I want to be discharged. I want to be discharged. Yeah, I want to go home. Yinny's examination complete. Another scent fills your nose, and your consciousness sinks into darkness. I don't like it here. Auto-saving. Even if you give me a sexy robot, I don't want to be here anymore. Searing pain. Your body instinctively curls up in spasms. Piercing agony. The sudden clarity brought on by the pain makes your heart race. As expected, only a special method can wake the patient. Your blurred vision gradually clears and you see doctors gather around your hospital bed. What was the current just now? 30. Isn't that above the maximum standard? It's supposed to be 20. Why am I being shocked? I have done nothing to deserve this? Because no matter how we called, she wouldn't wake up. Dang, I'm sorry, I was tired. It's fine. Her readings are excellent, it won't affect the treatment. And they talk as if they're discussing a test subject. And you're lying on the bed. They surround you, making you feel like there's nowhere to run. Humiliated and powerless like a slab of meat on the cutting board. Open your mouth. I don't want to do that. You do as you're told. Oh, damn it. A doctor takes a tube-shaped device from a cart at the side and thrusts it into your mouth. Wow! He stirs it around. The instrument occasionally touches deep in your throat, making you gag. The patient is currently in good condition. We can proceed with data extraction. Hey, excuse me, the only one that I want to make me gag is the android in the other room. Extraction. That word makes you feel even more nauseated and afraid. Before you can react, the other doctors swarm in and haul you into a new room. Oof. Before you can react, the other doctors rush in and carry you into a new room. You are placed on a specially made chair, your limbs bound with restraint straps. Above your head was a round, hollowed-out device. You notice many suction heads inside the device connected to countless data cables. The cables gathered into a thick bundle behind the device and extended deep into the images of electric chairs and restraint devices flash through your mind. What is this? What are they going to do? No one answers. The doctors keep working on their own tasks. Because the number of tokens earned from standard treatments is insufficient, the hospital has opened a new program specifically for patients. By performing brainwave data extraction, detected memories in your brain will be used to advance our research. Upon completion, you'll receive the corresponding. This procedure will not harm your health, though it may cause mild pain. Please rest assured all pain will remain within physiological tolerance. I don't like pain, I'm a baby. The doctor steps forward and lowers a large circular device over your head. Brainwave extraction. Are they trying to steal your thoughts? Is this how they stole your memories? The thought flashes through your mind. I don't wanna. Wait, I don't agree. You can't read it without my consent. Our hospital strictly adheres to medical ethics. The admission agreement you sign clearly acknowledges and authorizes this procedure. God damn it, Yinny, this is why you should read before you sign things. The doctor cuts you off without hesitation and flips the switch. Hey! Your vision is blocked. The machine begins to vibrate. Dang. And suction-like tubes clamp onto your skin. Sharp stinging spreads everywhere, then turns into a heavy dull ache, as if something blunt is scraping from inside your skull and stirring through your thoughts. It feels like you're being processed. Your fingers and toes twitch and clench as panic crowds out everything else. You might be screaming or crying or nothing at all. You can no longer tell, because that scraping sensation is still there. You will never forget a single second, yet each second stretches unbearably long, until it feels like you have begged and promised everything countless times until the doctor finally stops. The doctor waves a hand. The suction pads move towards you again. The whole world goes quiet. Only the faint crackle of current from the suction cups remain. Your pupils dilate and your breathing starts to quicken. But this time, nothing seems to happen. There is only blankness. A faint tingling spreads and your thoughts slowly dull. All negative feelings are gone. Only a gentle, quiet, carefree sleep remains. It is over. You feel completely renewed. The humiliation and pain you just endured now seems impossibly distant, almost familiar. The doctor powers down the device. I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. The doctor has finished extracting data from your brain. You have gained 80 tokens. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks for giving me money after being subjected to torture. Patient, how are you feeling right now? Like shit. Strong aversion. You feel hollow, as a part of yourself was extracted along with the pain. The doctor gives a small hum, clearly not satisfied with the answer. Still, the doctor beside him records the feedback. I want to go home. You may undergo data extraction again at any time. Maybe no. However, frequent data submission may affect your mentality, but data extraction will not harm your overall treatment or physical health. You can rest assured. Really? Remembering what just happened, your voice drops. Please rest assured, many patients come to enjoy the data extraction process. However, before another extraction begins, repeated data has no research value, and this is your token reward for the session. Data extraction is complete. You may leave now. Can I go home? You stumble back to the ward. Only when your body returns to the familiar cold bed do you finally come back from that strange detached state. That strange dissociation and emptiness still surrounds you. Your emotions are siphoned away like mere data. You don't like it. This may be the closest thing to treatment you've experienced so far. Then what exactly is the robot for? The doctor said data can only be extracted again after upgrading the robot. You know what? If they ever extract thoughts from my brain, all they're gonna get is mental images of naked Blade from Honkai, naked Vincent Valentine, and, you know, among other things. You do not understand the connection. Your emotions and sensations are drawn away, leaving you with a sense of loss. A strange resolve forms inside you. You had to hold on to something. You had to make sure that you were still yourself. Yinny, good afternoon. It is not a good afternoon. Now I'm going to introduce another facility process in the treatment. Purchasing. By completing doctor's order tasks or submitting things, patients can obtain tokens accepted throughout the treatment center. You can enter the purchasing screen to make your selections. The treatment center has prepared a wide variety of treatment supplies for you. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. I don't have a choice. I don't even have money to buy pills. Hello, android. You can pat him on the head. And don't keep the doctor waiting, Yinny. It feels kind of strange. Boop. Stop touching me. Okay, I'm sorry. We shall go to treatment. Hello, patient. Welcome to day 2 of treatment. Today we'll proceed to the second stage. Some special options can only be activated when both your attributes and the robot, Winter's attributes, meet the requirements. Move your mouse over the corresponding command to see specific requirements. You'll notice some entries marked with an asterisk. These entries are special and can only be used once you meet certain conditions. If you fail, it'll cause a certain amount of mental loss. Please consider each action carefully. Ah, shit. This is strange. I feel like I'm starting to understand. But I'll help you so you can treat me. Next, you can arrange things however you like. Alright, what do I want to do? I don't want to slap him. Let's chat to him. Base value 2. Roll range 1 to 6. Success on 4+. Continue? Okay. Oh, please don't roll like shit, Yinny. Yay! God damn it. All you had to do was roll above a 4. That is so sad. You reach out. Winter gives no response to your request. The art is so pretty. Looks like you were rejected once. Yes, I can see that. But Winter to comply with your request, certain conditions must be met. Go away. Well, I guess I will... Pat head. You pat his head. I still can't understand what you mean. Winter seems confused by this almost gentle treatment. I don't understand. I'm being nice to you. Communication. I will feed. You hand him a meal. Winter slowly swallows the food you offer. This is just routine care. You forcefully stuff the food into Winter's mouth. No, I don't. Do I need to chew? I feel bad about that one. Winter seems confused. We need to up his humanity, I think. Let's see. I don't want to slap him. Let's pat his head again. Pat his head. Look at the little blush. What does it mean? It means I'm being nice to you. Winter steals a glance at you. Oh, he's blushing. Taking it slowly like this, it makes me a little curious. Alright, let's try the dialogue again. Confirm. Please roll high, Yinny. Please roll high. Oh, yay! Success! You start chatting with him. Small talk. Just some casual small talk. You ask him how his day has been. He stammers. Today, maybe it was good. Look at us go. Winter steals a glance at... Alright, now what do we do? I mean, it's been pretty good so far. What if we... I don't think we should feed him again. Let's head back out. You still have energy left. You sure you want to leave the treatment room? Alright, fine. We shall feed him again. We still have quite a lot of stamina. Alright, what if we head out? I don't want to use all of my stuff. Hey, humanity XP went up. Obedience can be upgraded to level 1. Oh, I feel bad though. Can I upgrade the infatuation? Requirements not met. Okay. Alright, we have upgraded that. Yinny, the upgrade has been completed successfully. This is a strange feeling. What should we do next? How much do I need for infatuation? Requirements not met yet. Humanity can't be upgraded just yet. I don't want to upgrade his suffering. I feel bad. Upgrade path. Alright, cool. You leave the room. Oh, it's nighttime. Should we go for treatment again? Or maybe he's in the maintenance room. When you enter the room, Winter's standing beside the charging chair. He has held the posture for too long, fingers slightly curled. But he seems entirely unaware of the discomfort. Pain trigger failed. Tell him to relax a little. You tell him to relax. Winter slowly lowers his head and looks at his fingers. After a while, he gently loosens them, as if he has only just learned how. Is this better? Human XP plus 5. Wait, we can upgrade this human thing now. You knock on the window. Welcome, Yinny. He looks straight at you, waiting for an order. Well, not much we can really do, but let's go to the upgrade room. Requirements not met. We need 22. Oh, insane. Well, back to the treatment room we go. Cannot enter at night. Oh, hell. Well, I guess we will rest. Rest will end the day. You tap confirm and enter the rest. The lights in the room switch off one by one and you walk in ready to sleep. I better not get attacked again. Stay in the room, find the robot, or wander the lobby. I want to find the robot. You decide to look for the robot. Act casually. You're in a terrible mood. You almost storm into the robot's room out of spite. When the robot sees you, it doesn't ask why, it only dips its head slightly. You suddenly order it to open its arms. It does so perfectly, but the movement is so stiff it doesn't feel like a real hug. As you lean in, you can hear the steady operating hum inside its chest. That sound should be reassuring, but it reminds you that you're being kept going by a set of rules. Accept the hug. In the end, you don't push it away. The robot gently tightens its arms, as if imitating comfort, awkward but earnest. That overly compliant tenderness relaxes you for a moment, then leaves you in an inexpressible irritation when you let go. Hooray! I mean, that wasn't bad. At least he tried. Oh, not these assholes again. You hear a voice that isn't all that familiar. A group of people surround you. The voice sounds from above your head. Doctor, please begin the examination. Today, patient number 0024. Yinny barely completed the task. Sorry. Mental instability detected. Stricter attention is required. You can feel many people watching you from the darkness. Their gazes are like knives, the tips pointed at you, ready to strike your vitals at any moment. Under the effects of the drugs, you can't move. You lie on that 1-meter hospital bed. Lying there restrained, listening to the judgment above you, you gradually lose all consciousness. After one night, well, it's day 3. It's already the 3rd day. Treatment. Honestly, you don't feel any improvement. Your body aches, your memory is missing. Your mind is getting worse and worse too. You close your eyes and all you see are scenes of treatment. In a grip, you walk to the sink and wash your hands. You raise your head towards the mirror. Oh, good God, is that me? And study your face for the first time in a long while. A lump of gauze that's hard to describe. Under layer upon layer of wrapping, only a pair of eyes is visible. So unfamiliar. Is this supposed to be what you look like? You don't think so. But what did you look like before? You can't remember. You touch the mirror and then feel around your head. It feels deeply unfamiliar. Hello? You move your lips and force out a greeting to the person in the mirror. You don't know why you're doing this, but you want to. Well, that was scary. There's an extra item on the schedule. A meeting. Someone knocks on the door, perfunctorily. Just like always, before you can react, the doctor walks in. Good morning, patient. Today we'll go through the procedure for meeting your guardian. My what? Please come with me. 2 more doctors walk in. They hoist you up from left and right and cuff your hands. Am I a patient or am I a prisoner? You're blindfolded. Each doctor grips one of your arms, leaving your feet dangling in the air. Your feet cannot touch the ground. Your body is completely suspended, with no point to brace against gravity. Struggling is futile. Your strength can't possibly resist 2 doctors. All you can do is accept this undignified escort and wait to reach the destination. You don't know how long it's been. You're set down in a chair. The blindfold is removed and the sudden flood of light stings your eyes until you want to cry. You're in a white room. In front of you is a table and a huge black display screen. Next, your guardian will have a call with you. What the hell? The screen lights up and the silhouette of a man appears. Yinny, good morning. Who are you? An ordinary middle-aged man's voice. I'm your guardian. The doctor said you have amnesia. I don't remember you at all. I've forgotten everything. I don't remember you either. You forgot everything? Yes, that procedure. After a few months. You forgot that too? What the hell? Why are you yelling at me? He seems unusually worked up. Why? What procedure? You can even forget that. How useless. What exactly are you being treated for here? Since you've forgotten, I won't bring it up for now. You need to get well soon. This place is expensive. Every extra day you stay is just wasting money. You feel a familiar surge of agitation and irritation. The air freezes for a few seconds. How have you been here? Has the treatment been going smoothly? I don't know. That question sparks a bit of hope in you. You have no memory of him, but you know the guardian is someone who ensures your daily life and looks after your physical and mental well-being. I don't know, he doesn't really seem to be looking after my physical and mental well-being. It seems like he's just being mean to me. He might be the only person from the outside world you can come into contact with during your treatment. But whenever you hear his voice, you always tense up without meaning to. Should you trust this person? Absolutely not. I am keeping my guard up. Me? I'm doing fine. The treatment is going smoothly. I've always done what the doctors tell me, kept a regular schedule, and cooperated with the treatment program. From the few words just now, you already sense that nauseating stench on him. That familiar feeling in your gut won't lie. You decide not to trust him. Really? Even someone this heartless can be cured. The money wasn't spent for nothing. Of course. Do you have any idea how expensive treatment here is? I prepaid for an entire course of treatment, working hard every day, so you can stay here comfortably and get your head treated. You need to learn to cherish it and be grateful, understand? Besides me, who else would be willing to spend this much money to treat you? Seems like you fooled him for now. Tell me, over the past few days, what do you feel has gotten better? I just do whatever the doctor tells me to. The sudden question leaves you speechless. Your mind going blank. Nothing you've been through these past 3 days has made you feel like you're getting better. The guardian shifts his posture, looking disappointed. All you do is spout nonsense, still as useless as ever. Listen up, this place has the best doctors and the most advanced equipment, and the cure rate is the highest. No one's really told me what I've been sick for yet. All you need to do is cooperate and stop overthinking it. Understood? Your illness has embarrassed me long enough. I'm not even sick. If you can't be cured here, then you're completely beyond saving. You lower your head. Even though you've already told yourself not to believe him, you still feel a kind of sadness. The kind of sadness that comes when hope falls through. Or in other words, disappointment. You had been counting on someone on the outside just to get you out of here. Now you understand that you can't rely on anyone. You have to rely on yourself. Rely on yourself to survive. There are less than 20 days left. If you can't be cured before next month's allocation day, then just stay here for the rest of your life. I mean, isn't that going to cost you a lot of money? Allocation day, what is that? The screen suddenly goes dark. The doctor ends the meeting on the spot. The allotted time for this meeting is over. Allocation day. Some outside information unrelated to the treatment can affect the treatment's efficiency. If it helps the treatment, the patient will be informed. Now it's time to return to the ward. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go home. I want to sit in front of my computer and play games and watch videos of Vincent. You've lost a lot of memories. Even though this meeting didn't help you remember anything, you gained something new. An idea and a conviction. You can only rely on yourself for now. Welcome back, Yinny. I'm Winter. Yes, I am aware. Your mind is close to breaking down. You can choose to use pills to quickly stabilize. Being in the mental breakdown state will severely affect the treatment results. Or it means I can break free and start getting my memories back. Alright, what are we gonna do now? Items? I will use this small pill. The moment the pill slides down your throat, you feel your mind finally steady a little. Your breathing gradually steadies, but your fingertips are still a little numb. Well, at least it went up by 50. I don't have any more though. Alright, let's go here. Well, I guess today we'll just have to try our best to use up all the stamina, I suppose. A strange taste. My taste system is telling me. Okay, stamina is 470. I have a lot of stamina. What is verbal drill? And standing punishment. And pat the noggin? I still want to continue just being nice to him. We can try the dialogue option again. Plus the rate of success is a lot higher now too. You start chatting with him. Small talk, wait. I don't want to scold him. Just some casual small talk. You ask him what he thinks of you. He says uncertainty. You are Yinny. You use me to treat yourself. Dang. Winter steals a glance at you. Are we at least a little closer now? I'm trying the dialogue again. You ask him what else he would like to do. He says softly, please continue the treatment. Today, are you touching me very gently? Winter looks a bit surprised. See, every single day I'm being nicer and nicer to him. I don't want to smack him and be mean. I'm gonna pat his noggin. So I think he has probably one more action left in him. Because he's only got 30 for stamina. Modification, we are not doing that. Command, standing pun. Ooh, what's command? Verbal drill. You begin command training. He barely understood what you meant. He just barked at me. Please give the command. Why are you doing this to me? Winter looks a bit surprised. Wait, now I feel bad. Auto off. Winter's mental has reached 0. Data results of today. Humanity has gone up by 8. Favorability is up by 5. Suffering has gone up by 1. And obedience is up to 5. Infatuation can upgrade to level 1. Yay. Thank you for upgrading me. What a strange feeling. When I see Yinny, my heart starts beating. Oh no. Here we go, guys. Can we upgrade the humanity? Yeah. We can give him water now. I'm gradually able to understand what you mean. Is this what humans are like? Mechanization still can't be upgraded just yet. So we need one more point. Alright, out we go. You left the room. It is now noon. Alright, what do I want to do? We can't exactly go back to the treatment. Oh, actually his stamina's recovered a little bit. So we potentially could. I want to hug him as well. Please note that upcoming treatments will involve more combinations. Certain treatment options will put Winter into specific states, such as restraints, obstruction, or bleeding. I don't want him to bleed. Okay, Yinny, this is so strange. But I'll help you so you can treat me. Next, alright, let's see, what do we want to do? Let's give water. Give water. You give Winter a little water. Winter swallows the water and his breathing returns to steady. This is still just routine care. Winter seems confused by the almost gentle treatment. I don't understand. Let's chat. You start chatting with him. You ask him what he thinks of you. After hesitating, he tries to put it into words. You're my Yinny and I will help treat you. Wait, that's a different response. I feel kind of bad. Because we're basically manipulating him by upgrading him how we want. Contact or pat head? You pat his head. My head was touched. It's a shame it wasn't the other head. Alright, how much stamina does he have left? 28. So we could feed him again. Winter clumsily imitates bringing the food to his mouth. Oh, that's a different image. Thank you. This feeling is so unfamiliar. Let me eat. I'll do my best. Look at him learning. Yinny, today, you're touching me very gently. He looks a bit surprised. Alright, humanity has gone up, favorability, and mechanization. You left the room. We can actually upgrade him now then. Right, let's go to upgrades. Mechanization can be upgraded to level 1. Upgrade successful. Yinny, upgrade command was successful. He stares at you blankly. Alright, well, that's that then. Let's go to the maintenance room. Winter sits in the charging chair and stands up again. Then he sits down again. He repeats the motion several times and only stops when you speak up. Mechanical trigger failed. Ask him what he's doing. Winter lowers his head and looks at the charging chair. I'm checking how to sit down in a way that looks more normal. Mechanical XP plus 5. Alright, out we go. I think it's time to rest. Also, add break in 4 minutes. You tap confirm on the watch to enter rest. The lights in the room switch off one by one, and you walk in ready to sleep. You're lying in bed. Just as you're about to fall asleep, someone knocks on your door outside. They don't push the door open right away. At least it isn't a doctor coming for you. Aw, look at him. May I come in? You open the door and gesture for him to come inside. The wristband remains silent. No violation flagged. The doctor is tacitly permitting his behavior. The doctors always stress making better use of robots. That's probably why they let this slide. What's going on? I want you to teach me pronunciation. Your pronunciation is more standard and mine is a bit awkward. Why didn't you say so during treatment? During treatment I was very nervous. And there wasn't enough time. I want to have more time with you. Oh, he's falling in love. Oh god. I kind of feel bad given that I upgraded his infatuation myself. He fumbles for words, choked by a truth he cannot bring himself to voice. Except, you find it interesting. He's just a robot, bound by code driven by metal and electric currents, imitating humanity and engineering. He's exquisite. There's no denying that he is exquisite. I want to kiss him. He belongs to you, and that's just as true. He can comfort you, he tries to understand you, and he wants to become someone like you. You close the door, your fingertips brushing his lips. Oh, this escalated so fast. Open your mouth. Maybe your tongue placement is off. You track the movement of his tongue. Feeling your own tongue's position, you guide him with a gentle tap of your finger to point out the problem. A robot should be able to learn it instantly, yet he's just as clumsy as a human. Me when I just shove my fingers in his mouth? As you think that, he seems to notice you've stopped and looks at you with those blue eyes. So pure. You recall the scene when you first met. Your finger twitches and confusion rises in his eyes. Yinny, is this right? Yes? Of course it's not. Oh, it's not? Oh shit. Your finger is throwing his pronunciation off. But that slick wet sensation sends a strange tremor straight through you. You need to practice. Go back and try more. You pull your hand back, a little awkwardly. He slowly closes his mouth and nods dazedly. I'll practice hard. Thank you, Yinny. I'll practice you hard. I mean, what? Sweet dreams tonight. I'll be going back now. The robot leaves. After everything ends, you think about the robot's behavior tonight. You feel... I enjoyed it, because I'm a sick freak. So upgrading attributes can really make the robot take on the corresponding form. You are very satisfied with the way he behaved. And you have more ideas on how to cultivate him later. She's here. You've grown used to this moment, each day, after each day of freedom. A group of people surround you, but you no longer feel any shame. You know that as long as you get through this, tomorrow, you'll have complete freedom. Doctor, please begin the examination. Today, patient number... What do you mean barely completed the task? Hang on, I completed so many tasks and I upgraded him 3 times. Mental instability detected, you lying sack of crap. The doctor examines your whole body as usual. You sleep soundly within that 1 meter of freedom. After one night, well, it's day 4. Day 4 since you were brought here. No one comes looking for you. Yay! When you walk out, you see a screen mounted on the wall in the hallway. It didn't seem to be there yesterday. You move closer to look and the screen suddenly lights up. A man appears in the center of the screen. He's wearing a suit, with a computer and a microphone in front of him, and a huge display behind him. Who is this nerd? Good morning, patients. I'm the hospital's announcer. As you can see, to enrich your treatment life, the hospital has specially installed a TV for you to watch in your spare time. Now I will deliver the news. Since last year, a special new type of contagious mental illness has broken out in inland regions. The total number of infected people has already exceeded 10,000. And there is currently no specific cure. Next, we'll broadcast live footage from the scene. The TV feed cuts, and you see a figure sprinting towards the window at the end of the corridor, with several officers behind her trying to stop her. She moves extremely fast without the slightest hesitation, climbing over the windowsill and jumping down. With a dull sound, the image cuts to downstairs. Oh god. Hello? Are you still there? It appears that something has happened on site. Please wait for the reporter to connect. According to reports, if treatment is not continued after infection, most patients will experience an episode and die like this patient. Fortunately, as a leading medical institution, we have launched a new research program. By relieving the condition through standardized treatment from doctors, patients can gain a chance to survive. Yay. Oh wait, what's my score? Oh, not 6-7. Expert states that patients who fully cooperate with treatment have a high chance of recovery and may even become better than they were before falling ill. This sounds like a lie to me. That is all for today's reports. Finally, let us turn to random street interviews and hear what ordinary citizens think. The government should lock these people up for life. Why haven't these patients' identities been made public yet? What if one of them is right next to me? We have a young adult of eligible age in our family this year. Allocation day is coming up. I don't want anything to go wrong. What exactly is the source of the contagion? I bet most of these people did something immoral first and that's why they got sick. Hey, will revival day be affected like last year? If you ask me, they should deal with these lunatics the same way they deal with unqualified humans. Get rid of them. What the fuck? You look away, but those words kept drilling into your ears. Even after the program ends, they continue to echo. Fear. Fear that you might become like that. Disgust. And disgust at the way they treat you. Confusion. Confusion over whether you are truly ill at all. Confusion over whether this illness is really an illness, or whether it is exactly as you feel. They say you are sick, so you are sick. You have to think this question through. You have to decide your attitude. You need a goal and a resolution. You have to do something, don't you? I have to break out and stage a rebellion. Your mind is close to breaking down. It is not. Items. I will use the allotted... Wait, I don't have any pills. I don't have any pills and oh god, I guess I have to extract data. I don't want to submit my data. I feel like I shouldn't be submitting my data. I don't want to give them anything. At least I got tokens. The doctor takes you to the room where you first signed the treatment agreement. You sit in the familiar chair surrounded by quite a few doctors. It gives you a bad feeling. All the doctors are wearing masks, their bulky protective suits obscuring their builds. Their voices have been processed too. You can't tell which doctor is speaking to you at all. Recently, several patients in neighboring wards unfortunately had to end treatment because the results did not meet expectations. These patients have unfortunately left us. Left. Does that mean the kind of leaving you're thinking of? Like, leaving as in getting out of the building and going home, or leaving as in they died? You remember the news you watched this morning? Are they really treating you? If you disobey their orders, will you be forced to leave? Just like before you signed the agreement. You don't want to leave like the one on TV, and you don't want to leave the way the doctors say it. How is my treatment progress? Can it succeed? Can I survive? I probably won't die, right? A few stiff, dry laughs squeeze out of your throat. You feel as if time has stopped. Or perhaps it has been stretched out endlessly. It feels as if you are being judged, waiting for some punishment that's only natural. Based on the patient's current metrics, you lean forward and stare at the tablet in the doctor's hand. Since you've been following medical advice and cooperating with treatment, your score isn't bad. You lean back into the chair in relief. However, your data performance still needs improvement. But I've already been so... What else do I need to do? Do not worry, your performance is good. So I've applied for a higher level treatment program for you. I don't like the sound of this. As part of this program, you may continue treatment with a more advanced robot. This will greatly optimize your treatment, but I like my robot. The patient should carry out the robot's first modification as soon as possible. The modification process is divided into 4 parts and requires at least 4 days. The earlier it begins, the easier it is to collect more complete data and the better the treatment results will be. But I like my robot. New task. Replace parts. I don't want to do that. I feel bad. I will buy this small pill though, and then I will use it. Well, at least the mentality value has gone up a little bit. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to go to the upgrade room. Yeah, what is modification? You do not have any prosthetics. Please purchase one first. Prosthetic limb. Essential supplies for repairs. We are so not doing that just yet. What are the doctor's orders? Well, we managed to do this, so we can have some money. Let's see if there's any more tasks that we can hand in. Okay, stabilizer. I didn't realize I had completed so many things. Oh, we get furniture. What's the robot doing? Yinny, I'll be right back. The doctor added something new to my room. I'll go set things up first. Well, I can now buy furniture, which is cool. I didn't realize there was a decorating feature in this. Let me get the rest of these doctor's orders things. Raise the robot's affection to level 1, which I've already done. And then raise the mechanical to level 1. And humanity as well. And then treatment cooperation +1. And then we've also done this one. Alright, so we're pretty much up to task at the moment. We'll have to replace parts in the robot, which I think we have enough money now to buy from the shop. Purchase. And the doctor comes up to you. You have no idea how he got into the sealed room. He's carrying a large box and he hands it to you and tells you it's a device. You take the device from the package in the doctor's hands. You open the lid and what greets you is the white wrapping inside. Inside the spotless white box, it's a black envelope. You open it and inside is a set of instructions. Single-use item, replacement prosthetic limb for treatment robot type 2 upgrade. Instructions for use. After fitting the robot with the latest prosthetic limb, overall treatment efficiency and robot's functionality will be greatly improved. Oh god, okay. Okay, detailed steps: order the robot to lie down. Secure the limb. Follow the diagram to remove the original limb. I don't want to do that. Place the prosthetic limb in the proper position and start the machine. The machine will automatically apply solvent to the robot. After the sprayed area has cooled, please remove the robot from the treatment table. Oh good god. At the same time, you feel a small thrill. Can you craft a robot of your very own by your hand, or perhaps something new? A mechanical arm appears before you. Pink fleshy matter fused with machinery into a single structure. The pink pattern makes you feel a bit nauseated. It looks too much like real flesh. You reach out and touch it. The sticky feeling slight spin as though the surface makes your skin crawl. Can this thing really make your robot stronger? Would it help with your condition too? Still doubtful, you close the package and put it away in the room storage. Will you become the best one? Will you heal yourself perfectly? You give up thinking about it for now. You've already been classified as a patient. How could you guarantee your decisions are calm and rational? I don't know, I feel bad. Alright, let's see what we can do. Give water, items, contact, humanity 7. Hug, infatuation 5. Oh, these are a lot higher before I can actually do anything like that. Control, place. What is place? Suffering level +29. I don't want to do that. I will talk to the robot. You start chatting with him. Small talk. You ask him what he thinks of you. After hesitating, he tries to put it into words. You're my uni and I'll help treat you. What if we give water? The flow of the water makes Winter's swallowing more pronounced, as if he's reconfirming the function. The blockage is building up, and he coughs softly. I feel like even being nice to him, I'm still at some points a little bit mean to him. I don't understand. Communication. Feed. Hand him a meal. The sense of blockage grows heavier. Winter becomes more cautious with every swallow. He clumsily imitates bringing the food to his mouth. I think I'm gonna focus on making him more human, as opposed to like being mean or anything. Maybe there'll be one time where I do a route where I'm just mean to him, but like, I don't know if I can handle that. Let me pat his noggin. I think I'm gradually starting to understand what you mean. Because you're being more human? Wait a moment, okay? If you're too gentle, I'll lose my composure. Alright, humanity XP has gone up by 11. Favorability and everything else has gone up. I wonder if there's anything we can upgrade now then. It's currently 6 PM. Let's upgrade. Mechanization, infatuation isn't available yet, and humanity still needs quite a bit more because it's now 40. Okay, modification. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the arm thing. And then maybe we can reload and try and do the arm modification, but for now, I'm gonna visit him in the maintenance room. You call Winter by name. He clearly hears you but does not answer right away. The room stays quiet for a short while. Then he turns his head and looks at you as usual. Resistance trigger failed. Ask why he didn't answer. You ask why he didn't answer. It's Moog. Hi Moog. I'm my favorite Moog. I sure do love you. What are you doing, Moogle? You ask why he did not answer. Winter looks at you as if searching for a proper explanation. I heard you. I just want to confirm whether I had to answer first. Robot mind, -5. You knock on the window. It is rest time, Yandere. Did you need something? He smiled slightly, looking relaxed. Ooh, furniture. We can get furniture. Not right now. It's still a work in progress, but still. That's cool. My little bub. Yes? Can I help you? Alright. Rest will end the day. Let's go back to our room. Well, welcome to day 5, guys. Hopefully nothing bad happens. At bedtime, you felt somewhat weak. You lay quietly on the bed alone, yet you were more awake than usual. After several days of treatment, you come to understand about the general situation. The areas you could move through, the things you had to do for treatment, and the people you could come into contact with. You slowly sorted through your thoughts. Thinking back to the patients you saw on TV this morning, you didn't show the symptoms they displayed. You think back carefully. Compared with the day you first arrived, you feel like you may be doing slightly better. At least, as long as you cooperate obediently, they will not make things difficult for you. If you keep following the doctor's orders and continue completing the tasks, you should be able to recover and leave the hospital, right? Even if it were not for treatment, you still find spending time with him enjoyable. Controlled by you, shaped as you please. You can do anything to him. Don't say that. And now he belongs to you. Oh no, this is bad news. Moogle, this is terrible. The robot's behavior has become more and more natural. He seems to be learning how to become human. In this process, you are his true designer and creator. The patient next door can be considered an unexpected gain. Someone in the same situation as you, though sometimes with different views. You still know very little about her. Perhaps she is a test of your willingness to cooperate. Or perhaps she's a patient who's about to leave. Nothing is certain. All you know is that you cannot be too cautious around others. Yeah, are we the yandere in this situation, or is he the yandere? See, the thing is, you can shape him into a yandere. Especially here. She's here. You feel you've already mastered the technique of separating body and mind. The machinery is peeling back your flesh, yet you cannot feel pain at all. You can't even make out their full conversation. Barely completed the task. Mental instability detected. Stricter attention is required. The doctor examines your whole body as usual. You just lie there on the bed, staring blankly. After one night, welcome to day 5. You barely opened your eyes. The wristband's message alert immediately chimes. You'll meet your guardian today. I don't want to meet my guardian today. Anger and disgust churn in your gut, but you still force yourself up. Your head feels foggy. I don't want to meet my guardian. On the way to the meeting room, you keep sorting through your thoughts. The last meeting was anything but pleasant. There are still many questions without answers, but at least you know this guardian is awful. You need to decide in advance how you act when facing him. Pretend to comply. If you go along with what he wants and make him feel like he got what he came for, maybe you can learn more. The guardian's avatar appears on the screen. He greets you with a faint politeness, as if last time's rudeness was just an accident. Good morning. How has the treatment been these last 2 days? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? I've been trying my best to cooperate with the treatment, and I think it's been very effective. You put on a meek, submissive act. Lower your head and avoid his gaze. Really, that's great. Your attitude is much better than last time. Looks like the recent treatment really is working. You just nod. And this time, you have to pry something useful out of him. First time I've ever heard you talk like that. This hospital can even fix your personality. This money was actually worth it. You're completely different from how you were at home. Home? What was I like at home? A dull ache pulses in your head. You can recall some of what it felt like to be around this man. Even though no actual memories surface, you can still remember the disgust you feel when faced with arrogance, belligerence, rudeness, pettiness and vulgarity. You can't help clenching your fists. But remembering the decision you made before coming here, you keep your composure. I used to be so immature I never listened. I'll change. You rein in the impulse in your heart and apologize to him. It's all useless crap. Blaming yourself, reflecting on yourself. You don't want to look at him at all. In his eyes, you probably can't lift your head because of guilt. Will this fool him? The shadow as you lower your head hides your eyes. The man seems to have moved a little closer. Go away. Good that you know. I spent a lot of money on you. You should know how to be grateful. I hate this guy. I understand. Thank you very much. From now on, I will listen to you, I say as I blatantly lie. His face is full of bliss. Your plan is working. You continue explaining how wrong you are, how much of a failure you are, and how badly you need your guardian to show you the way. Since you don't know exactly what you did before, you try and keep your words deliberately vague. How you shouldn't have talked back to him and how selfless and noble his efforts were. And the man on the screen nods again and again. Even such clumsy made-up lines satisfy him. Just how much of a failure does he have to be? You keep talking, forcing yourself through it. You start to feel nauseated saying this kind of thing to someone like that. A visceral disgust. You're about to throw up. Come on, let it work. That's right, you should have known long ago. It's all from playing on your phone and staring at the computer. Staying at home every day, not going out, disconnected from society. Then you start fighting the moment I say a couple of words. Online. The illness is caused by the internet. No. We've already sent the computer at home to be destroyed. We didn't even dare open the sites you logged into it. I was practically about to retire and enjoy myself. And you just had to cause trouble at a time like this. You're really here to collect a debt. My BL, it's all gone. Your mind keeps flashing to introductions and news reports you saw on TV. I was going to use tomorrow's revival day to meet a few people properly. And then this damn illness just spread online, exactly like the propaganda. Staring at the computer. Can you just shut up already? The meeting time is over. The doctor's reminder cuts it all off. The screen is turned off and you're taken back to the ward. You sit on the bed. You've forgotten the purpose and resolve you had when you went there. What fills you now is humiliating rage. You don't know when you passed out. Your whole body is weak and you can barely contain these feelings anymore. You try to calm yourself down. You stop thinking for a while before the afternoon treatment begins. The doctor waits for you in the lobby, holding a tablet. As your attending physician, I need to score you based on how your meeting with the Guardian went this morning. You did very well this morning. The Guardian was quite satisfied before he left. He even said he'd send a commendation banner. You catch a gentle teasing tone in his words, something you'd never heard from him before. You look up at him, but your gaze is blocked by his mask. That's a result of your serious treatment following medical orders. Keep it up. I don't wanna. Let's see, what can we buy? At least I've gotten a bunch more money. Hey, we've unlocked a wardrobe. Ooh, does that mean that he gets additional outfit? The wardrobe is now unlocked. I'm so excited. It's an outfit I'm familiar with. Alright, clothing. Look at that, you can put him in a maid outfit. So there's his normal outfit, a GRK outfit, housekeeper, and a uniform. Well, that's cute. I don't want to spend my money on this though. Peak game, you get to dress him up. Alright, let's go to the shop. We'll buy a small pill. I do not want to... I'm so worried about buying these like prosthetics and stuff. The outfits are cute, right? I'll use this small pill. Treatment time. Alright, let's do that. Yinny, this is strange. I feel like I'm starting to understand. Alright, let's feed him. I'm only doing nice things. Okay, we've seen all of these already, so I'm gonna breeze through a little bit quicker. But we'll see if we get any dialogue. Small talk. You ask him how his day has been. After thinking, he answers slowly. Being with Yinny today, I think it'll be nice. Oh, that's cute. Alright, let's give him some water. Oh no, wait! He's choking! Winter's swallowing rhythm is clearly thrown off. Okay, we're gonna be a little bit more careful. And pat his head again. You pat his head. I think I understand now. This is how humans show friendliness. I think as long as we can, like, get his, thing up, that'd be great. Not his, like, you know, other thing. Wait a moment, okay? If you're too gentle, I'll lose my composure. Alright, he is out of stamina. So what do we level up? Human XP plus 10. I think we might be able to go level some things up. Let me upgrade my robot. Oh, not yet. Resistance, humanity... Still need quite a bit more for humanity and infatuation. Let's go visit the robot in the maintenance room. Winter sits in the charging chair and stands up again. Then he sits down again. Ask what he's doing. I'm checking how to sit down in a way that looks more normal. Well, at least we got XP from that. Should probably go to our... Is there anything else we can do? There's a TV. Items. Shop. Can we afford a camera? We can! Oh my god. Wait, hang on. That means tomorrow we can maybe take a picture of him. Alright, let's rest first. Let me adjust my headphones. The items are super cute. I can't wait till things get really creepy though. This is just a demo, so it's the first 6 days. The lights in the room switch off one by one and you walk in ready to sleep. Stay in room, find the robot. Wander the lobby, find the robot. You decide to look for the robot. Chat casually. The robot sits in the corner. The room is much colder than the hallway. Its shoulders tremble slightly like the way humans react when they feel cold. You ask if it's malfunctioning. It doesn't answer, only presses a hand to its chest. When you touch the side of its face, its temperature is unnaturally low. Yet as you draw near it raises its hand towards you. In that moment, you can't tell whether this is independence or some survival response written into its program. Check its outer shell ports. What's its outer shell ports, like its robot butthole? I'll straighten its clothes. You pull its collar back into place, and it's so quiet it's almost obedient. When you're about to withdraw your hand, it suddenly grasps it and presses that bit of warmth close to itself, as if learning what closeness can mean. It takes a bit of effort to pull your hand free, but your heartbeat is more unsteady than when you first came in. Well, that was kinda cute though. After one night. So this is the last day. Oh, we get to take a picture. Welcome back. Get to take a picture of him. Let's pat his head. Yinny, do you like head pats too? So this is what Yinny likes. Yeah, apparently grabbing booba. Yinny's hands are so warm. What if I like poke him? Oh my god. If it's Yinny, if it's me, then apparently it's okay. What if I poke it again? Oh dear. Can I at least hold his hand? It tickles, but it's fine. Anyway, that's enough depravity for today. Let's upgrade him. We'll bump the infatuation up, because we have enough XP for that now. Thank you for upgrading me. Will you think of me? I will think of you a little. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's go to the shop and buy a small pill. I do not have money to purchase it. Ah, that's fine. Go to the treatment room. We can take a picture of him today. Take photo. Take photo. You take out the camera and have him stand facing you. You press the shutter. Hearing the shutter, Winter trembles as if electrified. Wait, I'm sorry. What are you doing? The camera you brought doesn't actually have a save function. After you finish admiring him, the photo is automatically deleted. Wait, no! Winter resists the feeling of being forced. You start chatting with him. You ask how his day has been. Aw, he looks a lot more loving now. You fall silent for a while, then says awkwardly, "Since you asked me, I guess today counts as good." Winter steals a glance at you. Let's pat his head. You pat his head. You can keep going. My manufactured romance is getting stronger and stronger. Let's feed him. You hand him a meal. Continuous eating has begun to slow Winter's swallowing rhythm, and obstruction is building up. Winter awkwardly brings the food to his mouth. Okay, maybe no more feeding him. Is there more dialogue? You ask what else he wants to do. He lowers his head and fidgets with his fingers. I want to keep talking to you. It makes me feel warm. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, look at that smug little expression. Alright. Let's give him another head pat. You pat his head. Yinny's hand is warm. Oh, he's so cute. What if we take another picture of him? His blush is like blue colored. Take photo. Wait, hang on. I don't want to bring up his suffering level. I feel bad. Yeah, I'll undo that. What the heck? Command. Standing punishment. Control. I'm not slapping him. That's mean. Should be able to... Winter draws a soft breath. Wait a moment, okay? If you're too gentle, I'll lose my composure. Alright. Humanity XP is at 33. And yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can really level up yet. I'm really happy. Oh, I'm glad. If it's Yinny, that's totally fine. Boop. He didn't say anything. I'm kind of happy. I mean, that's good. Oh wait, we can upgrade him. What can we do? Humanity upgrade. Oh, we can push it up to level 3. That means we get roleplay dialogue now. Thank you for upgrading me. I feel like I remembered something again. Alright, let's go to the treatment room then. Excuse me? The wristband is vibrating. Hang on a second! You immediately raise your hand. You've already gotten into that habit. You do anything that shows that you're cooperating with the treatment. Wait, but I wanted to test out the roleplay thing. Because you understand that in this hospital you can't defy the doctors. Come to the exam room immediately. I don't want to go there. In the exam room, the doctor sits backlit, the glow of a data pad reflecting off the lenses of his goggles. Doctorate. You only get half a sentence out, just enough to remind him that you arrived. You've been performing well recently. The treatment has made great progress. You're now in the top 20% among all patients. There's a ranking? An outstanding patient ranking. Jeez. I didn't realize I was doing ranked recovery in a hospital. Outstanding patients. You think about what that term really implies. Keep it up. There's a good chance you'll be selected. For what? I'll do my best. You notice the doctor smiling. It's a little contemptuous, with a trace of smug arrogance. The hospital will provide outstanding patients with the best medical resources and care environment. After discharge, you'll continue to receive many benefits, including financial support, education, and employment assistance. This treatment will last a lifetime. All the hospital's treatment's resources will continue to be provided. Is that good? This is familiar. Even though you don't remember anything, it still feels familiar. Someone has told you this before. Can you imagine that you're actually a robot as well? A big house, a good job, the peak of life as long as you do just one thing. Do what? As that thought comes, it feels as if a hand is wrapping around your neck. Of course, we'll provide outstanding patients with the best treatment environment. But the outstanding patients who get to enjoy aren't the top 20%, they're the top 1%. Only the top 1% of outstanding patients can represent the hospital and demonstrate treatment results to the outside world. 1%. That hand begins to tighten. Impossible. That's a number that has nothing to do with you. Do you want to know where the gap is between you and the top patients? Where? Your treatment efficiency still isn't high enough. Only by actively cooperating can you get twice the results with half the effort. The doctor hands you a document. From now on, you're allowed to modify the robot. Metal joints and cables twist together with flesh, and in an instant you feel as if those limbs are pressing down on you. Modification is necessary to improve treatment efficiency. I don't want to modify him. I don't know, I feel like if I modify him, it'll get me like, you know, more in line with the doctors in the hospital, and I don't really want that. But if I don't modify him, then I might never leave this place alive. So I'm just like, damn, what the hell do I do? Go in here though, because I unlocked a new thing. We can roleplay now. Scripted roleplay. Wait, that just immediately like gets rid of all of his mentality, but we'll try it anyway. Scripted roleplay. Normal, uniform, housekeeping outfit. Let's do the normal one. You hand him the text you wrote. Winter reads slowly. I memorized it. You and him start acting like friends. He thought for a moment, then asks you softly. If anything has been bothering you lately, you can tell me as your human friend. Oh god. Alright, what else do we want to do? Contact? Pat his noggin. There you go. You pat his head. Yinny gently strokes my head. It makes me feel warm. Joy level is up. Humanity has gone up. He left the room. I wonder if we can upgrade anything else now. Doctor's orders. Raise the robot's humanity to level 3, which we have done. Complete 6 doctor's orders, which we have done. And that's about it so far. Alright, let's go and rest. Alright, so we'll rest. I wonder if anything is going to happen tonight though. The lights in the room switch off one by one and you walk in ready to sleep. The night of the revival festival feels no different from any other. Yeah, just as you're thinking that, amid a faint hiss of static, the hospital intercom suddenly crackles to life. Good evening, patients. Today's treatments have concluded successfully. On this night that commemorates the revival of human civilization, may this resilient spirit give every patient strength. Please plan your free time wisely and conserve your stamina and mentality for tomorrow's treatment. We wish each of you a very swift revival of your very own. Soon after, the broadcast cuts out and a faint knock sounds at the door. You know only a robot would knock like that. Hello? Yinny, I'm here to provide you with a celebratory activity. Okay. I hope you can feel happy on the most important day of the year. Do you want the robot to celebrate it with you? Yeah. You let the robot in and he sits down beside you. Yinny, could you close your eyes for a moment? Okay. You hesitate for a moment, looking into his eyes, but you do it anyway. Darkness covers you, and you hear a few faint movements. Before long, the robot's voice reaches you. Yinny, you can open your eyes now. In the dark, he cradles a hazy sphere of blue light. The sapphire glow pulses and wavers, its erratic flickers illuminating the depths of his eyes. Why is he making banging sounds? The robot imitates the sound of fireworks. Wait, that's actually really cute. This is the fireworks show I prepared for you, Yinny. You cannot help but laugh. When the blue light turns on again, the robot hands it to you. Something stirs in your chest. Pressing your palm against his, you cradle that fragile, shimmering light together. Happy Revival Festival, Winter. Happy Revival Festival, Yinny. The robot smiles at you, and you think you're probably wearing the same expression. Soon it's time to rest. The robot looks very happy as he leaves. I think it's going well. We're being nice to him. We haven't modified him, suspended between dreams and reality. You turn over the robot's actions in your mind. After the celebration ends, you feel much more relaxed. It aligns with your desires perfectly. Just keep going at this pace. After one night, well, it is day 7 in the morning. Yinny, diagnosis. Day 7, the patient used treatment 49 times. The most frequently used items was pat head. The patient seemed to have a particular preference for patting the head. Patient has been diagnosed as severe. Please continue the treatment. Alright, Cyber Paranoia demo ends on day 6. Thank you for playing. Steam Next Fest will add route previews for day 7 and day 8. There is the excellent patient route, escape the hospital route, and resist the hospital route. I want to escape the hospital. I want to get the hell out of here. I think we'll try one more thing. Let's go back to here. So this is where I was before, and I didn't do the modification thing because I was worried. So I'll do it now. I'm a little worried. More efficient and faster treatment. Everything is to help the patient recover as soon as possible. I don't want to hurt my robot. You weren't listening to him. You followed on instinct. The doctor led you into the room. You heard the instruments rhythmically sound beep. A blinding glare. You saw stark white walls and instruments, and restraints hanging beside the operating table. You immediately guessed what you might be about to face, something you couldn't refuse, just like the extraction. The first modification will be carried out under the doctor's guidance. I can't. The doctor took a glass jar from the cabinet beside him. You looked closely and realized there was a section, an arm. The pungent smell in here made you uncomfortable and you instinctively resisted. Everything around the room. All these devices, big and small. What's on the table? Is this surgical equipment? You seem to be able to imagine what's about to happen. How are you supposed to do it? Just looking at these devices, you start to tremble a little. The procedure can be halted at any time, but the consequences. Please prepare yourself, patient. I'm scared. Your palms are slick with cold sweat. The doctor always delivers such pressure-laden words in a detached tone. So that's just another way of saying it can't be stopped. Before you can even think about those words, a familiar figure is brought in as well. The other 2 doctors walk in with the robot. The robot shows no particular expression. They lead the robot over to the platform. What are they going to do next? You nervously clench your fists. This is the first time we're replacing parts. From here on, we'll guide you step by step, patient. Oh no, I do have to replace my robot's parts. Okay. As you can see, the robot is pinned to the operating table and strapped down. You realize oddly that you seem to be standing right beside the doctor. I don't want to do this. Now use the restraint rope to secure the robot's arms. Click the buckle and slide it to the bottom. Oh, you feel your hands trembling with nerves. Secured. Initiating automatic sterilization program. Sterilization complete. Now we'll perform the secondary fixation. You do as you're told, not knowing what will happen next. The ring-shaped device clamps around the robot's forearm like a handcuff. What is this? You ask instinctively, but deep down you know what it is. You already saw the glass tube. It matches the length and the place it's been locked perfectly. Okay, I think this scene is enough to make me, like, never modify the robot. The doctor doesn't answer you. He continues reciting the procedure. Replacement begins. First, remove the old body part. I did not want to do that. Click the screen to pull down the lever. You don't know what's going to happen. You just pull the device down the way you're instructed. Oh, you know, I don't love this. A foul stench of scorched flesh hits you. He stares fixedly at something. I regret everything. His eyes roll black, and blue liquid dribbles from the corner of his mouth. The whole world seems to turn blue. You feel something hot and wet cross your face and body, as if you're bathing in a new emotion. Warm liquid splashes onto your face. What is it? Oh, Jesus. Beside your ear, you hear a pained scream and the sound of something hitting the ground. Yes, I am never replacing parts on my robot ever again. So you just felt it all wrong. All you're bathing in is his blood. You've always felt like there's a hole in your heart. Maybe just like what you're seeing right now. Removal procedure complete. Now we'll replace it with a new prosthetic limb. I am never modifying my poor robot. Within the time limit, aim and click to fit the robot. Oh, Jesus. You hold up the prosthetic limb and line it up with the cut surface and concentrate it on the alignment. Soon the cut surface stops leaking fluid. The prosthetic is attached. You let go. Blue fluid and saliva cling to the corner of the robot's mouth. Its eyes are dull and unfocused with nowhere to settle. Replacement complete. The last step is to spray paint the prosthetic. Spray paint the robot's arm within the time limit. I feel so bad. You work quickly. The prosthetic looks just like the original chassis, while the old one twitches faintly in a puddle of blue on the floor. Oh my god. The difference is now there's a strip of metal hardware left on the robot's forearm. It is done. The first modification went very smoothly. Treatment progress has increased quite a bit. If we can keep moving forward steadily, the treatment will definitely be completed on schedule. I never want to do that again. Oh, I felt so bad. That was so sad. You cannot stop worrying about how the robot's doing now. Everything that happened in the remodeling room today is still weighing on your mind. As it should. Whenever you close your eyes, you remember the feeling of being covered in blue. Yep, the gore is over now. More than anything, you want to know how he is. You have neither the time nor the will to think about where this urge comes from. You simply want to know. You come into the room where the robot is kept and look through the glass. He's lying on the floor. Winter? Oh no! He climbs up from the floor, his movements stiff and difficult. You notice blue liquid seeping from his right arm. It keeps flowing as he moves, yet he's completely unaware. Oh, my poor baby! What should we do tonight? You hear a noise, like a rattling voice, forced through a blocked airway. He talks to you as usual. Feels like watching a broken toy emit its preset distorted sounds. Are you okay? His gaze follows yours and lands on his arm. You look at him and something begins to change in his eyes. Fear and pain appear one by one. He reaches out to hold the joint, not daring to touch beyond it. His right hand twitches. Robot opens his mouth wide as if trying to speak. His throat moves and his lips part, but no sound comes out, as if his voice has been seized. He suddenly grabs his own right hand, trying to tear it off. Blue liquid sprays out, splattering everywhere. Doctor! Doctor! Use your wristband to call the doctor. A moment later, the doctor's message appears on the screen. This is a normal rejection response. We will handle it. Now return to your room. I don't want to return to my room. You obey the doctor's orders. But even after returning to your room, you keep thinking about the robot's reaction. At bedtime, you feel somewhat weak. You lay quietly on the bed alone, yet you are more awake than usual. I feel bad. Yeah, I want to see what happens the next day. Like, is he okay? You barely open your eyes. The wristband's message alert immediately chimes. You will meet your guardian today. I don't want to meet my guardian. I hate that guy. That guy sucks. I'll keep talking back this time. You can't be bothered to say another nice word to him. What insight could someone like that possibly have? You wouldn't deign to learn anything from him anyway. Yo, geezer? Again? You. What did you say? I said go pick up a few more shifts, you poor mutt. Didn't you say I spent so much money on you? Coming to see me every few days, can you even afford the treatment fees? Doctor, why is your treatment here not helping at all? The man clutches his chest and pants. You're delighted, like some of the pent-up frustration you've had in the hospital has finally been vented. Sorry, we're only responsible for the final treatment outcome, and we do not interfere with the content of the meeting. You'd already braced yourself for the doctor's punishment. You didn't expect that insulting the guardian doesn't count as a violation. Oh, it doesn't? Could it be that these doctors' control looks strict, but the only things you're forbidden to resist are the doctors in the hospital? Huh, you idiot, you're stuck already? I demand she be given electroshock therapy. I clearly signed the consent agreement. Where's the doctor? I never should have trusted you. If I hadn't already paid... Oh, so you're the reason I keep getting shocked in here. Just you wait. You better pray I make it out alive. I'll pay you back for every bit of suffering I've gone through here. You recall everything you've been put through here. You thought you'd be smiling, but you seem to have laughed. Riding that surge of emotion, you kept going. I mean, he kind of deserves it. His momentum is crushed by yours. Anger turning to fear. Then spiteful bluster, all bark and no bite. The meeting time is over. That's all for today. Yay! You were taken back to the ward. At least I got to insult him finally. The doctor still restrained you with a lot of force, but right now you feel like you're floating. Your whole body numb and tingling. Being held like this feels almost like being supported. And you also learned something about the hospital's attitude towards the Guardian, an unexpected gain. Do I get to talk to the robot now and see if he's okay? Before the afternoon treatment begins, the doctor waits you in the lobby holding a tablet. As your attending physician, I need to score you based on how your meeting with the Guardian went this morning. Oh shit. You shouldn't argue with your Guardian. That shows you're still not using the robot enough. The doctor doesn't seem to care what the Guardian thinks. Maybe in this matter you could be a little more forceful, but that might also make the doctor think you're talking back to him. You decide. Answer forcefully. Did I violate the hospital's rules? The doctor fell silent. That confirms your suspicion. Every rule in this hospital exists to serve the treatment. In other words, when it comes to things unrelated, neither the hospital nor the doctors care. They ignore the patient's feelings and dignity during treatment, yet in this kind of place they follow the rules to the letter. How I talk to him is none of your business. Don't tell me what to do. I'll cooperate with the treatment. That's enough, right? Watch your attitude. As expected, it was only a verbal warning. You let out a sigh of relief and care even less. The scoring is over. You're taken to the treatment room and the afternoon treatment begins. We are so breaking out of this place. Alright, let's go to the treatment room. We can try the voice recorder thing now. Alright. Items. Record audio. You take out a voice recorder and stuff it into his mouth. What do you mean? The sounds inside his mouth are recorded. You play it for Winter to listen to. Winter is very shy. Why would I do that? Why can't I record him normally? That sounds so mean. What if we'll talk to him? I mean, I guess I'm being nice to him. I don't want to feed him anymore. Because I'm worried that we might break him. But yeah, I'll use up his stamina as quick as possible. He doesn't like the photo thing though. Because he freaks out a little bit like last time when you take a picture of him. So I probably won't use that too much. The suffering is like 0. Try the dialogue again. You ask him how his day has been. After thinking, he answers slowly. Being with Yinny today, I think it'll be nice. I'm worried that like the infatuation score isn't gonna go up. Feed, contact. I wish I could do more than just like pat his noggin though. But unfortunately all the other ones are like humanity level 7 and there is no way we are getting to that just yet. Yeah, we'll do one more dialogue option. You ask him what he thinks of you. After hesitating, he tries to put into words. Okay, so that hasn't changed either. Okay, this should end. You left the room. I think I might end it there. Only because we've already done the main route and I mainly just wanted to check out the other scene as well. Well, that was my playthrough of the demo of Cyber Paranoia. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a really good time. I've actually been really excited for this game. I found out about it last year and I've been following the developer ever since when it comes to their development progress, and I was so happy to see that there was a demo coming out and I absolutely could not wait to actually play this. First off, I think the UI elements and everything, just the overall aesthetic, lends very well to this like creepy medical atmosphere that the developer is trying to create. Because ultimately, it's very obvious that you aren't sick, but you are in this place being manipulated by a government entity and controlled and being morphed into something. And that is very insidious. And the fact that they actually use an android companion to try and achieve that, I think is very sinister in a way. It's almost like emotional bribery in a sense, like getting you attached to something and then using that as the conduit itself to sort of manage your behavior and like develop who you are as a person into an outcome that they like. And I think that's very tragic. It makes me really worried as to how the romance aspect of this is going to play out. In a way, it almost feels like the android is kind of like a hostage to keep you in check, like collateral to make sure you behave. And I'm very worried. I hope there's the possibility for a happy ending, no matter if we have to work for it very, very hard. I'm definitely willing to put in the work, but also at the same time, this game is massive. If we look at the events here, there are a bunch of like main events that you can get in the common route. There's also events for an escape route, a model patient route, and the resist route, which hasn't been put in yet because that is a future update. At the moment, the game only features days 1 to 6 of the common route, but there are also random events that will trigger at random points throughout the game. So even if you do a replay and do different actions, you might get different random events as well. With endings, there are also a bunch to get as well. And I think the developer was even saying that they were going to add a bunch more endings and that the final game was going to have a lot more CGs, which is wild because there are already a lot of CGs already. Currently there are 24, but the talented developer has plans to add even more stories. So yeah, I was very, very impressed by this. It is an absolutely gorgeous game. The android itself is so adorable, and I felt really, really bad for it. Like, I personally really like to do a nice playthrough first and then go into doing like a mean one just so you guys can see the difference between them. And like the mean one where you actually replace his arm was like shockingly terrifying. I don't know if in the future when the full game comes out, I can bear to be really mean to him and start like smacking him and everything, which I think is a very wonderful aspect of how the developer has designed this game. Like, you are supposed to feel uncomfortable, you're supposed to question like your actions, your morality. Like, how far are you willing to go to get out? Like, are you willing to even compromise and hurt a humanoid android that isn't alive, but to you it does feel alive because you're forming a bond together during your treatment? And as you shape how the android grows and behaves by upgrading different attributes of it, in turn, the android also shapes you as a player by forming these sort of attachments throughout the game, experiencing these adventures with you. It's almost like the argument of like, you're feeling all these things for something that looks so humanoid with such a human face, but is it really valid given that they aren't exactly real? They are an android. So having that kind of like impact on you as you play this game, as you make your decisions, I think is a very good part of the game design, and done very, very effectively through the tasks that you can do and the different random events that you can trigger and the android's responses towards you as well, which oftentimes come off very, very human. It's funny in a way because the android's responses are a lot more human to you than the doctors and your guardians. So the doctors, like supposedly people who are supposed to be helping you, like you really don't feel that sense of like loyalty and affection towards them as you do with the android itself. And I think that makes for a very, very scary premise because I personally don't want to risk the android's safety. I know the android isn't human, but still I don't want to do things to hurt it. That's very frightening to me, and I think it is so well done. And I really, really enjoyed that aspect of the game. I think it was brilliantly designed. I absolutely cannot wait for the game to come out. It is so much fun. There are so many things to do. I'm absolutely excited to see what the full game is going to look like. I know it's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, the art is gorgeous, the writing is very intriguing, and I think overall the world building itself lends to such an interesting world state that you can get really immersed in and very invested in very quickly. Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to see what the full game looks like. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. If you guys did play the game, let me know your thoughts below, and if you haven't played it yet but you want to check it out, I have linked it in the description box below. The demo is free to play, and if you can, leave a couple of kind words for the developer. They are a solo Chinese developer and have worked so hard to bring this game not just to Chinese speaking audiences, but to include English speakers and Japanese speakers as well. So I think that was incredibly sweet of them to do so. And also, if you would like to support me, as usual, my Patreon is linked down in the description box below. Supporting me is not mandatory, just very, very appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much, and until next time, take care.